what you are doing, you are creating your UI and want to communicate with the database, but there is no direct connection. Using server-side technology, maybe Node.js, we will create these APIs. Okay, so this portion we can create using backend. This portion. And being a front-end developer, being a React developer, what we'll do, we'll create the UI, plus we will communicate with our UI as well as we'll communicate with the APIs. Okay, so using Node.js, maybe using Java, Python, you can communicate with the database and will create web APIs. Being a client-side person, what we can do, we will create the UI, like last class we have seen, right, some dashboard, maybe contact form or register form. Using those things, we are trying to communicate with the web APIs. We are not going to create APIs, we are trying to communicate with the APIs. Okay, so using React, we'll create the UI, plus we're trying to communicate with the web APIs. Okay, and once if we understand this, we'll jump into the Node.js and we'll talk about the database and we'll create this one, this APIs. Okay, using Node.js, by coming with the database, we'll create web APIs. We can call it web service or web APIs. So using React.js, we'll create the UI and we'll communicate with that services. Application, programming, interface. So this is back-end application, right? This is front-end application. Between these two, you are creating connection, interface. Okay. No, using Node, you will create the APIs. Using React, we can access. So being a React person, we can't create APIs because that is front end. This portion, this green portion, we are not creating APIs here. We are accessing it, communicating with it. Okay, using backend, maybe if you're a Python developer, maybe you're a Java developer, maybe you're a .NET, maybe you're a PHP developer, you can create APIs. Backend developer can communicate with the database. Okay, so this is the portion we are discussing in this course. Okay, already we discussed about this UI portion. HTML, CSS, JavaScript we already discussed, and now we are starting discussion about React.js. And using React, we will develop front-end application. Using Node, we will develop back-end application. So by communicating both, we are using web APIs. Okay. So
Node is used in API.
Node is used to create APIs. We are going to use PostgreSQL for database. So using Node, you can communicate with the PostgreSQL. Generally, database hold the data, right? Database hold the data. That data I want to show on the UI. So using Node, you will go to database and you will get the data, give it to web APIs. Using React, we will take data from API to UI level. Okay, so my intention is what? From database to UI, UI to database. So UI, React, API, Node, database. If you want to go back, database, Node, web API, React, UI. Okay, so to create React application, we need internet. Okay, so just please connect internet, and after that follow my steps. What are the steps I am going to follow? Yeah. See, in today's class, we are going to perform mainly two things. One is creating project and try to understand folder structure. Okay, we'll do these two things in our class. So one second. For React.js, absolutely, for React.js. We'll create React project and we'll discuss that folder structure. Because why we need to talk about the folder structure? That folders given by React.js. So that project is created. First of all, you need to understand why we have those folders. Okay? Yeah. And first we need to talk about the creating project. See, first step, generally, first listen, then I will send you the notes. Please just listen it, because one time purpose only. Once if you created the project, we don't need even internet. We don't need internet, because that complete folders will download into our system. So if you want to create a project, we need a software name called Create React App. Software name Create React App. For example, if you install Photoshop in your computer, then only you can access it, right? Same way, if you have this software in your computer, then only you can access this. Create React App is a software. Using this software, we can create the project. But it is not available in your computer. Okay? So to install this, we need some other thing in our computer. That software name, Node.js. Okay? First, what you have to do, you need to install Node.js in your computer. This is the first step. Step 1, install Node.js in your computer. For that, go to Node.js official website. Nodejs.org official website, and try to install recommended version. There is a recommended version, right? Yeah, try to install recommended version. Nodejs.org. So install it, sir. So already in my computer already installed. Okay. So after this installation, you have to verify your version. After installation, click on this download and click on next. Follow the steps. After installation, open command prompt. Generally, what is the use of command prompt?
After installation.
After installation. Yeah, please install. If anyone check it, no problem at all. There is an option to install chocolate software. Install. Good. Okay. So you already opened that node one. Node that we have. V stands for version. It will give you version of your node. After installation, open this command prompt and type node space -v. V stands for version. So I want to understand which version installed in my computer. Ah, 2110. Okay. That is latest version. I will open Node terminal actually. I will directly open Node. Okay, it generally shows you Node version. But my interest is what? My interest, if you install Node.js, Node will give you two other softwares, name called npm-v. npm stands for Node Package Manager. I will tell you what is Node Package Manager, but just try to check the version of npm. Don't worry about the versions. Which version installed in your computer, don't worry. npx-v. Node Package Executor or Extractor. npm-v, npx-v. So it gives you versions of your npm, versions of your npx. So three softwares are installed in your computer. npm? In that no terminal. Try to open command prompt and verify these three versions: Node version, npm version, and npx version. Okay, so I'm mentioning in your notes. Don't worry. Here I'm mentioning after step 1. After step 1, I'm going into step 2. In the step 2, try to verify all the versions. So when I'm executing something in the command prompt, I will mentioning cmd. Remember that. So when I mention cmd like this in my notes, that means what? I'm going to write a command. What is that? Node space -v and next npm space -v and next what? npx-v. V stands for version, npm stands for Node Package Manager, and npx stands for Node Package Executor or Extractor. npm stands for Node Package Manager and npx stands for Node Package Executor or Extractor. Which one? npm. So node version? It's not shown.
Both versions not shown.
So during command control. Project is not created. Only that npm is created. Node space. Node is very understanding. You do it again. It's not installed properly. It will do it. It's uninstalled and installed. Combine two words here. Close it once again. Node space -v. Node space -v. Node Okay. See, we just installed Node in our computer and we verified the versions. Okay. And now I want to create this software using that Node.js I want to install. But we can do two things. We can do two things for to install this. What is the purpose of this software? Create React app software. The purpose is creating React application. That's it. Once the project created, I don't need this. Okay. So for that case, either I have to install this in my computer. Once it is installed, I can use it. Or else, for one-time purpose, I have to extract that software and create the project. It have to disappear. Okay. Using npm, we can install this software in our computer permanently. Once it is installed, using this software, you can create the project. That is the one way. Second way is using npx, you can extract this software for one-time purpose. Once it will extract, you will use that software. After creation of the project, it will disappear from your computer. Because what is the purpose of this? Just creating the project. Okay. So we'll follow the method 1 as well as method 2 also. In method 1, what is my command will be npm I stands for install. Maybe you can write install, maybe you can write I, and G stands for globally. What is the meaning of this? Using npm I am installing globally software name create React app. So I install this software in my computer. What is the purpose of G here? So because I open my command prompt, right? Here I open command prompt. Using admin user, I'm using admin user. I logged in using admin user. But in my computer, there are many users. There is a Shravan user, default user, Raju user. I have so many users here. There are so many users. Admin user, default user, public user, Raju user, Shravan user. But I am using from the admin user. I logged in my computer using admin. So if you are not use -g, what happen? That software will install for the admin user only. If you use -g, that means it is installed for all the users. Okay. So that is a use of -g. G stands for globally. Okay. Yeah. After, now what happened? This create React app is installed on your computer. After installation,
You have to write this in command prompt.
yeah. So when I mention cmd, assume that it's a command.
But it's showing an error.
Is it showing error?
You need a space before NP.
Before space, no problem with the space. This one, but don't combine all the words. Every word is. I think you are getting. Is it sub? Then execute that. You have to mention that one. Create React app.
You have to mention this.
Yeah. Because you are installing that software. Don't give space. Try to use hyphen. So try to execute it. Save as it is. Yeah, you install it. Yeah, it's installed. Yes. Maybe I'm not sure about this back. Yeah.
8 files.
Working for funding.
Don't give the fund.
Run npm first.
No need. Do anything. Only. So it's properly installed. That's it.
Five packages are out. But they are packages for practice. Five packages are waiting for funding.
No problem. Okay. Once it is installed, right? Then use that software. Software name. What is that? React app. Don't do this. First listen, then we'll continue that. Okay. You have to mention your project name. For example, my project name is my React application or else my application. So this is your project name and this is software name. Already it is installed in your computer. First do one thing. Before executing this step, do one thing. Go to particular folder. Where do you want to install that software? Maybe I want to install that software in my React classes folder. Here I want to create, okay? So go to particular folder and remove this file path, my old story, open command prompt here. Okay, so go to particular folder. Where do you want to create the project? So go to that particular folder and remove the file path and open your command prompt and here try to execute that command. No, this one, the last command. What is that? Create React app space your project name. Project name your wish. This one your wish. You can give anything.
The root folders can be somewhere else in C drive and we can have this folder in D drive also.
Yeah, anyway, that's my point. So because I want to create project in my D drive. For example, if C drive corrupted,
Yes.
my project will be back up in the D drive. No? So I want to create in the D drive. Go to D drive and create the project in the D drive. Or any other drive, H drive or any drive. Yeah, please.
The question is asked about any document. So all this listen to what I asked.
You can understand even some React or even I don't need. So
The React app now have folder in the drive which says Node.js projects. So they will like
you're given space. Don't give space for this hyphen. Create hyphen React hyphen app is single word, and this is another word. You can give another project name.
where did how
Why do we require creating my Node.js projects?
how did we get to know that we are getting in that folder?
Basically, if you take
How do I take
Directly. See, for example, you just do one thing.
this is the
Here you want to create a project, right? So this type CAMP, then automatically command prompt open. more comment on the name. So no need to install this. We'll go with the method 2. That is easy to do. Okay, we'll create some easy method. This is one method, no? Is using Mac, so some will struggle with the commands.
This is create React app.
We can straight away open the installed version which we have installed from downloaded from the
No, you can't download like that because what happens, there are so many folders required. Already, if there is the existing project, you can run it after installation of the Node.js, but you are creating a new project, right? So for that we need these commands. Once the project is created, you don't need all this kind of, this is one time setup. Okay, so for example, if anyone is not happy with this method 1, then we have method 2. You're happy.
It says happy hacking.
So in the method 2, you don't need 2 commands.
You're doing method
You just note down.
note down because it will be
Already project created, no? Already project created. So if you're, sometimes someone will get error in the method 1, for example. You can use npx and the second step. Okay? In the single line. In the single line, we are completely creating the project as well as we are extracting it. So, what is the problem in the first method? Your 2 steps as well as you are creating one more software in your computer. Okay, but happy point is once it is installed in your computer, you can create a number of projects.
But for this we have to create every time.
You have to extract. So it takes some amount of data, maybe 3 KB, 4 KB of data every time it will take. So anyone, if you're executed with the step 1, no need to talk about the method 2. Either you can go with the method 2 directly. That's
using NPs once the project is created and terminated later, so the project would be lost, right? The project data would be lost.
no, there is no last. See,
Notepad.
this software will disappear. This one. This create React app is, what is the purpose of it? It's creating the project. Once the project created, my app is created, so this will disappear from your computer. So this is no longer available in your computer. So if you, for example, if you want to execute second step, this second step in the method 2, what it will tell you? Create React app is not available in your computer.
If I directly write this
If you go to direct method 2, if you execute this command, project will create. So anyway, I executed first time, no, so second time I want to do this, it will throws you error. So for example, you done this one time, second time also you can go with the second step because already it's installed in your computer. Okay, so method two methods we can create the project. Okay, I'm going to create the project in my React classes. I just opening command prompt and I'm executing npx create React app space. So my project name, I just want to give, for example, Shravan app. Okay, I just creating with my name, npx software name. I'm extracting it and I'm creating the project. So once you execute this step, it will create a folder for you. Yeah, one folder is created, Shravan app. See, you can see it is downloading some files, some folders into your computer. So it takes time because my internet is a bit slow, it takes some time. So for example, if you ask me how much time it will take, it is depend upon your computer speed and internet speed. Okay, once the project is created, so we'll talk about how to execute this project. Okay, start project. Start project. So open command prompt in your project, created project, execute this command npm start. So please execute this command. Project created.
Everything can came out of the npm start, npm run build, npm test, happy hacking.
No, what it's telling you, try to execute that command. So go to your project first. Right? So go to my app. You're not in my app. Go to my app. CD my app. And execute npm start. You're in project right? Open command prompt again. Yeah, execute npm start. npm start. Already this process started.
So I directly do npm start.
No, you are not in the project. So you have to be in the project. So execute that command. Try to execute npm start. If you're not executing and go to the lab, just then you have to create a project in that. It's instant. Don't do anything. So already npx also showing you. npx also available in your computer. Create a folder in that. Try to execute that command. npx create react app and space.
In the folder.
Inside a folder.
Like here.
This folder. That is not a folder.
This has been already
Directory in a map. No.
What do we do after this happy hacking?
There are two commands, no? Last two commands, cd, etc. and start project. Do that.
npm start.
cd, my app. You are not inside the project. You have to be in the project.
We are inside the folder.
Inside the folder.
See, inside the
You are not inside the folder. cd? No. This is your project. Right? Yeah. So here, cd, I am inside the project, my app. Then execute npm start. npm start. Space. Give me space. That's it. That is your first project. Yeah.
This is my project.
CD and start the project. Instead of CD executing, because everybody maybe don't have a CD for this. So your project break. I will associate.
Access to you have to
Okay. Hello. You can hello.
No, this actually you have to do.
See, because what generally node wants to ask you, I am going to access your network kind of things, because it's a server, right? So you tell to it, so no problem, take the access. Happy? No, it's not hacking. Means project created. That's it. That's it.
one more thing. Where do we
DB?
So shall we
Oh,
get
oh,
next?
oh, oh.
Is this thing and that thing is totally different?
No, no difference. Actually, we are in the front end. We are creating UI. Later, we'll talk about the back end side. So when you want to communicate the database side,
Was designing a web page.
web page.
Now this is your web page linked to API. This is what we are doing with
API. But even what you created, that UI, it's not big one, not big functionality. Now you want to add so much of functionality to the design one.
About only UI only.
UI only. Along with the UI, there will be some functionality. Okay.
So next.
Right.